The war for the false emperor was over. The newly named planet, 6319, lay quiet beneath the 63rd Expedition Fleet, its cities subdued, its rulers dead, the 19th world that the expedition had brought to compliance. But the crusade did not move on. It lingered, watching, judging what remained. This world would not be remembered for its resistance, nor its defiance. It would be remembered for what followed, for the moment when victory gave way to scrutiny. By decree of the emperor, the crusade would be recorded, its victories preserved, its meaning defined. The age of witnesses had begun. War would no longer exist without interpretation. They were called remembrancers, artists, poets, chroniclers, historians, sent not to fight, but to remember, and in remembering, to decide what endured. Among the Astartes, their presence was resented. War did not need commentary. Victory did not require interpretation. Many feared the remembrancers were distractions. Others suspected they were something closer to scrutiny, eyes where none had been before. Mercedes Olaton was trained to remember more than most. Her mind had been subtly altered, enhanced for recall, for pattern recognition, for precision. She did not simply record events, she absorbed them, and once absorbed, they could never be forgotten. The augmentation came at a price. She remembered everything, every word, every silence, every contradiction, including the things no one wished preserved. Ignace Carcassi remembered loudly. He wrote of blood, of grief, of the weight of conquest. His refusal to soften the truth earned him little patience and fewer allies. Euphrates Keeler searched for meaning beyond record or reason. To her, the Astartes were not soldiers alone. They were symbols, terrifying, beautiful, perhaps divine, proof that something greater was at work. Kirill Sinderman served a different function. He was the primary iterator for Horus's fleet. Where others observed, Sinderman explained. An iterator did not record history, he explained it. Sinderman shaped understanding, framing conquest as necessity, obedience as progress, and war as reasoned inevitability. Violence, given language, became acceptable. He believed that without explanation, victory could fail. That truth, unshaped, was dangerous, and that belief, quietly held, made him powerful. Within the Legion, other structures endured, unwritten, unofficial, the warrior lodges. Although banned, still existed in some parts of the crusade, invisible to command, but deeply felt. The lodges crossed rank and company, places where warriors spoke freely, where old customs survived, where loyalty was personal, not institutional, and where bonds were forged outside the chain of command. Garviel Loken distrusted the lodges. Secrecy bred division. Private loyalty challenged duty. The Legion demanded unity, and the lodges asked for something else, something quieter, more dangerous. Eventually, Loken was invited inside by a member of the Mournival. What he found was not conspiracy, it was memory, shared grief, shared identity, and the dangerous comfort of belonging. The lodges were not corrupt, but they were private. and anything private could become something else, especially when tested. In time, Mercedes Allerton was assigned a more personal role. She would become Garviel Loken's remembrancer, not to glorify his deeds, but to understand them. They spoke often. Loken told her of old wars, of battles fought before the crusade had a name. He spoke of victories that had felt hollow and losses that had never faded. Allerton listened without interruption. Her enhanced mind captured every detail, every hesitation in his voice, every pause where memory weighed heavy. She did not judge. She did not correct. She simply remembered. And in doing so, she became something rare within the Legion. A witness not to conquest, but to the man beneath the armor. Attention turned back to the surface. In the mountains of 6319 lay the Whisperheads, a collection of peaks. Insurgents had retreated there. They would be removed. The mission was described as routine: deploy, advance, kill the insurgents, a final act of compliance, nothing that warranted concern. Cinderman requested permission to observe. Keeler did as well. Both were approved. To witness, to interpret, to remember, to be present when certainty was tested. The Luna Wolves descended toward the Whisperheads. The mountains closed around them. Clouds swallowed the land. Sound faded, and the Vox began to distort. Through the static, a name emerged, repeated, persistent. Samus, spoken as though it already knew them. The Legion dismissed it as insurgent trickery, fear dressed as superstition, nothing more, and yet unease lingered. The assault had not yet begun, but doubt had already entered the ranks. Witnesses were present, secrets were tolerated, and something unseen had learned it could speak. The Whisperheads waited.